Today's horoscope, Virgo May 14th, 2025. Discover your future with my daily horoscope for you about love, work, health, money and compatibility with other signs. There could be an obligation to a friend or partner this week that perhaps weighs you down, but it's also something that bonds you and you feel good about fulfilling. In fact, you might recognize that you're growing through more responsibility or maturity in your relationships, even as you work on the tougher stuff. You might partner up to accomplish something important. Today is solid for problem solving that gets results. You might aim to put an unfair or imbalanced situation behind you. You can find yourself busy, although not very focused, as the moon finishes up its transit of your communications sector early today. The moon then enters your solar house, and you crave more quiet, calm, comfort, and familiarity. The echo of the full moon in Scorpio will resound for the coming week ahead. This is because full moons bring turning points, endings, and transformations. Anytime you experience a lunation in Scorpio, you have a more pleasant time than most of the other zodiac signs. Scorpio is located at a gorgeous angle to you, denoting opportunity and harmony while also encouraging you to open yourself up to take chances, especially in regard to your emotional or intimate depths. As a helpful sign, this helps you grow and bloom rather than stay stuck in the past. Changes are afoot, and you're now starting to see the effects of the upheaval. Don't expect to absorb it instantly. Take your time. You won't know the full impact of everything for months. A light-hearted playfulness graces your sign today. You may feel an increased level of energy and a desire to play with others. A game of tennis or squash, or any other sport that you can play with someone else is preferable to exercise done alone if at all possible. Your attitude will be attractive and even seductive. Make a point of releasing your energy through play today. Get outside and share your positive feelings. This is a good day to spend with children if you have any at home. It's time to spend some creative energy expressing yourself. Today should come naturally and readily for you. Regardless of what the day's events hold for you, be sure to allow yourself time to play with the artistic or musical activities that you enjoy the most. With the amount of time you usually dedicate to family, slowing down long enough to paint or engage in a hobby can be challenging. Yet, this sort of thing goes a long way toward enhancing your well-being. In a case of perfect timing, it is just as an alignment between Saturn and the dwarf planet Ceres, both in their final days in your relationship sector, has begun. The moon is not only in your communication sector but building towards a moon. Recent weeks if not months have seen a series of planets cross the lunar nodes, putting the spotlight on a balance between your own and your relationship needs, giving any issues no place to hide. That stage is behind you while a moon in your communication sector is able to get the communication lines open and can even lead to breakthroughs. Just as Saturn and the dwarf planet Ceres have joined up in order to get the most out of their final days in your relationship sector, the moon is not only in your communication sector but is building towards a moon. Even if this had been an ordinary monthly visit, in the final days of all planetary activity on the relationship front until later in the year, this would make it easier to keep the communication lines open, but a moon can lead to breakthroughs. Daily Planetary Overview. This isn't just any full moon, it's one that marks the culmination of a 6-month journey, a cycle of inner questioning and relentless soul-searching. If you've been trying to get to the bottom of something, whether it's a mystery within your relationships, your sense of self, or even your purpose, this lunar moment could bring the answers you've been seeking. And those answers may come in unexpected ways. Don't be surprised if a long overdue conversation finally takes place, or if emotions that have been quietly simmering beneath the surface suddenly rise to be acknowledged. You might be the one speaking up, releasing what's been heavy on your heart, or you could be on the receiving end of someone else's emotional truth. Either way, this is a powerful time for clearing the air and finding resolution, even if it takes courage to face what comes up. Many of us are feeling that urge to be real, to stop pretending, stop hiding, and instead step forward into greater emotional honesty. Have you ever carried a truth inside for so long that when you finally said it aloud, it felt like a weight lifting? This full moon offers that kind of release. It's not just about drama or confrontation, it's about deep healing. And when we bring things into the open, we create space for transformation. What's important now is how we handle these revelations. Scorpio energy can be intense, but it also gives us the tools to navigate complexity with grace. You might find yourself in a position to mediate a conflict or guide others through their emotional storms. Even if you're dealing with your own challenges, your ability to listen, stay present, and hold space for multiple perspectives is heightened. This makes you an anchor for others and yourself. If there's someone who feels left out or hurt in the process, your compassion can be the bridge. A warm gesture, a genuine apology, or even just making time to truly hear someone can go a long way right now. Healing isn't always loud. Sometimes it's found in the quiet willingness to understand. On a more uplifting note, this is also a time when you may unexpectedly find yourself stepping into the spotlight. Your efforts, whether in your career, creative life, or personal relationships, are being noticed. Even if it feels like you've just been doing your best quietly, others are paying attention, and your sincerity is winning hearts. Sometimes, the best kind of recognition comes when we least expect it, and today is one of those days. You may also be filled with fresh ideas, creative, insightful, even a little daring. Let your imagination guide you. Share your thoughts with those you trust. Their feedback could help you refine something really special. You might be surprised how supportive people are when you open up and let them into your process. On the financial front, while others may be caught up in stress or second-guessing, you seem to approach money matters with a calm and clear mind. This gives you a unique advantage. If an opportunity arises that feels aligned with your values and intuition, don't be afraid to act. Your instincts are sharp, but be careful not to let overconfidence lead to impulsiveness. Stay grounded, and remember that sustainable success often comes from steady decisions, not quick wins. Physically, you might feel a renewed sense of energy and drive. You're more in tune with your body than usual, and that can make exercise, movement, and physical challenges feel empowering rather than draining. If you've been wanting to push your fitness to the next level or try something new, whether it's a hike, a new class, or simply a more structured routine, this is a great time to get moving. You'll find strength and resilience you didn't know you had. And perhaps most importantly, there's a sense of inner alignment growing stronger within you. You may find yourself more at peace with where you are, less anxious about where you're going, and more trusting of your path. Even with the emotional depth this full moon brings, there's also a quiet confidence that you can handle whatever arises. As we move through this powerful lunar phase, I encourage you to check in with yourself. What truth have you been holding back? What conversation have you been avoiding? And most of all, how can you meet yourself and others with compassion as you move through it? Let's open up this space together. Share in the comments, have you had any emotional breakthroughs lately? Or maybe something unexpected came to light that shifted your perspective? Your story might resonate with someone else who needs to hear they're not alone. This full moon invites us not just to feel deeply, but to grow through what we feel. Let it be a guide, not a storm. You're not just weathering change, you're evolving through it.